Hi, hello, g'day, kia ora, and welcome to the studio. I'm Paula from MoxyMojo. Today is the 26th of December, and our prompt for today is clusters and tangled threads. So I've pulled out a couple of little wee stashes of some threads that I've got. These ones here are from tearing up sari strips, and these are just from fabric that I've torn apart. I collect them as I'm sort of doing things, and I've been waiting for a chance or an opportunity to use them all up. So that's going to be it today. So we're going to make a whole lot of, hopefully a whole lot of clusters. We will find out, I'm sure, in time. Right, I've got a drink for today. Our tea is Lipton iced tea in peach flavour. So I've got a box of sachets. So I've just put them into some water, made it up. Oh yeah, that is good. Right, I'm going to try something different here today. I have pulled out a whole lot of scraps. I've got some inks ready. I've got my threads, of course. I've got some of the scraps that were from the 5-item swap with Tanya. I've got a couple of mini packs of cards just because they were lying around. And then I've also pulled out things from my stash that I thought might be useful. I've decided I am going to go full steam on this one. I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes. And yeah, hopefully 30 minutes, maybe a wee bit longer. We'll see if I'm like in the swing of things. But basically, I am going to go like full steam ahead and see how many clusters I can get finished in that time. So I'm going to be doing hopefully like 4 or 5 at once. They all, like the only thing I need to say is that they all need to have some kind of tangled thread in there. I'm just going to turn this around because I want to use like these lighter ones first, I think. So I must have some tangled thread. That's the only kind of requirement to them. But they're going to be clusters for any kind of thing. Let's just set the timer. And now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be inking or not, even though I've got them out. It all depends on whether I remember in the haste to get something done or not, which is highly possible I will forget. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We are going for 30 minutes. Where am I going to put this though? Right, can you see that there? You can kind of adjust. So, get comfy in my chair, move across, right, have a sip of tea, and then we'll go. Right, okay, go. So, first thing I want to do is, let's grab some backgrounds. So now I've got this bit from Robin. So what I think I'm going to do is slice this about here. Just cut straight through. That's one. Got another one here that she's done. So we are going to slice this one straight through there. So that's two. So yeah, these are quite large clusters. I want to leave that out. I'm going to leave that out. Got some bits there. Right, that's those. So now from Tanya, let's have a look. What have we got here? Right, so this is manila folder, but I think that will make quite a nice base. So let's go. So we're going to go for a nice like tall base. I don't think that's cut straight. And I think I want it cut straight. So not the best position to be cutting that on. So I've got that down beside me if I need it. So there's number 3. And this is quite cool. I've been like hoarding this for a wee bit. So we are just going to use that. So that's 4. And oh, what about a strip of this? Yep, that would be quite nice. So we'll put all of them aside for now. Okay. So now I think I want to trim this about there. And let's do, so how big is that? So it's about 11 centimetres. So if I do one at 6, I mean I'm not like, okay, there, no, it must have been about 12 because I've got 2 there at about 6. Right, so that now gives me 7 that we're doing on the run. Okay, so we've got, now this has already got some bits attached to it. So let's go and, now this bit here, before I do anything further, I want to now around the corner, is that one's about the same size? Yep, so we're gonna, I just feel like I want to round the corners on this one. Oops, not that one. That one there. Okay, so, whoops. Maybe that was telling me I didn't want to use it. So I've got that rounded. So that looks something nice and different. These are kind of square. Okay, that's come off. So I'm just going to gently tear that off. That's because I cut a really thin slither on there. So we've got those, we've got that. So now this one here, I was going to put that on there, but I think I want it that way around. So there. And then I'm going to tear across there, so that goes there, and we might put this on one of the others. That's cool. So now I've got these strips of paper. That kind of goes there. I like that. Tickets will come back and have a look at. Got this music paper. Don't want to go over too much of that. That's too much. Maybe on there. But we don't need that much. And we're going to go across for a change. And I'm going to tear along here. So that's one side. And then tear along there. Okay. Right. I quite kind of like that. It's that sticky label from, or the sticky part of the flap of an envelope. It's something different. Now, that, how about we go across again? Because I know last time when I did clusters, I did everything like vertically, so I want to do it across as well. Now, that one there, I kind of like how that mirrors there. Right, so that will do for there. I want to hold those two out though. So, now has everything got like at least one bit? Yes, so let's glue this down. Oh, I'm surprised at how long that took. Maybe I need to do fewer. So now I need to just stick that down. And that one's going on that side. Whoops, too far, too far. Stick that down. Now this one is not the top bit, but east to the bottom bit. That's there. Shift that across there. Alright. I may need to just like trim this one a wee bit, but okay with that. Now do we want, oh, no, I want it that way. Yeah. There. Oh, my stomach gurgling away. Oh, I had that up this way, but now I could use either side of this, but I kind of like the stripes that way. Oops, and I think I just glued too far outside. Yes, I did. That will soon sort itself out. And then this one, yeah, I like that. It's like glue your fingers, Paula. Ah, knocking everything over. It's going to be one of those days, I can tell. Right, that's kind of cool. So first layer's on. So now we want to add some more on top. So, now this was cut off that tag from the 5-item challenge, which I think is kind of cool. Oh, yep, like that there. So now I'm not even just, I'm just going to like stick down. No, I want it to go there. So, alright. Now we've got some fabric here. So let's do. Alright, so I want to put like a second layer on everything. Right, so no, this one here needs to extend out a wee bit. That one needs slightly bigger. So maybe we go for that one there instead. But then it covers up too much. Maybe we'll go that way instead. So I'm not sure how well this will stick down. That's cool. And I don't mind that, you know, these bits are fluffying off. And how about we put that on there. Alright, yep. Oops, now I've got fluff on the glue knob, whatever it is. What do you call that thing? Neck, nose. It's not a knob. No, nib, I think. It's like a comprehendible. So we got those 3. Now I need a second layer. Okay, so what have we got in here? These are like layering bits, so how about that? Oh, now I know what I did have in Tanya's lot. Can I find it? Probably. Oh no, there it is. And this I saw as I was pulling things out of the thing, of that, no, that one I wanted, was, I thought, what about, this looks really cool, so, oh, and it tears there, layaway card, so, if I tear there, and then, sorry Tanya, so I've got that there, so now I was just thinking on there would look quite cool. Even though it's already got a layer, so no, I'm just like, but I like the back. Ooh. And I think that's too much, so if I do that, then we can put that one on there. And there. Are you going to stick on there? Do I need to put a bit more? Okay, I might just need to weigh that down a wee bit. Okay, so don't stick to my phone. That one there. And then, right, no, it's too small for that one. But, how about on there? Yep, because that brown goes quite nicely. So, at this stage, you can put on, or aim to put on, you know, like 2, 3, 4 layers, however many you want. So that's what I'm just doing, is putting on different layers. So I'm going to put on like one of these tickets things here because it's out. And whoops, threw it over. And we're going to go over here. Alright, so there. Now we've got that apricot-y bit, so that one can do with, that one can go black on there, like something dark. 15 minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to tear around here. And so we're going to go there, 1. Because I want it to be slightly rough around the edges, but not completely. There we go. And I'm going to leave that edge there. Can I do this edge? Right, that's 1. Can I, whoops, don't flip over. Can I do the same with this edge? I don't want to tear off that little wee bit. Oh, yeah, might be able to. And there we go. So now I'm going to put that over there. Alright, so this one should glue quite easily. Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully I've got enough glue in that bottle of mine. Right, so there we go. Everything's got like at least 2 layers on them now. 2, 2, 2, 2. That one's got 3. So I want to put some more layers on things. What else have we got here? these two are a bit heavy. We've got that. So I'm wanting to bring in maybe a bit more colour or a bit more interest. So no, it's too close to that. I want to use it at some stage. So, right, let's start looking at individual pieces now to see what they need. So we're going to start with this one. Right, what about? Dun, dun, dun. No, I want something. Oh, we've got that. Would that one be better with? Where's our orangey one there? Maybe that one should go on there. How about we put that one there? So what I might do is leave that hole, and yes, I know it is upside down, but so what I'm going to do is I want it to tear to about there. And so I'm intentionally tearing this uneven. Right, so I'm going to put that one there across there. Yep. Now I am going to ink this. Hopefully we haven't got enough on there. I don't know if the tea dye is going to be dark enough. I think I might need to go for something darker. Yeah, no, that one doesn't stand out. So let's go ground espresso. That's better. And am I only gonna do that one? No, we're gonna do this edge as well. I was gonna leave this one white, but no. Because I want to emphasize, I should say, this edge and this piece. Not sure why, but I just feel the need to. I think to like balance out how dark this one is. Alright, make sure we've got the straight edge there. Then we're going to go around here. Oops, here we go. Nearly lost my time. It's because I've got it set up to go dark after like 5 minutes. So I have to keep worrying about that. So next time, note to self, change timer. Change screen sleep or whatever it's called. Right, there. So now I need something light across the top of that one to just kind of balance. Right, there we go. Oh, hang on. That one, I think. Because I had like too much dark there, so we're just going to balance that one out. And then onto there we are going to put, I think this has got like kind of the orangey thread in there. We've got that, or we could go for, what do we got? Right, that's, I think that one there, so I've got those out anyway. Right. So that. There. That over that white, yes. So it's there. Now, to hold that in place, I think we need one of these orange. So we've got that one there. Whoops, you're falling out to greet me. I'll pull you out just to have a look. Right, those are kind of the, oh no, one more there. The orangey butterflies. Okay, you are there. Right. Yeah, I do quite like you. Because that brings in kind of that one as well as that one there. But let's have a look. Yeah, no, don't like you as much. No, even though you're dark. No. So yes, the one that threw itself at me is the one we're going with. Now. Now the other thing I want to have a look at is, have I got a stamp? And, oh, what's that one? Kind of orangey colours, yes. Right. Can't overthink it with this time limit. So, if we bring that one and kind of put that in under there. Yep, I like that under there. So, 7 minutes to finish all the rest of them there. Now, so I'm just going to very lightly put some glue. Lightly, she says, putting it everywhere. There. That's, as long as it's kind of holding that on. There. Alright, and now our butterfly. Right, and then... No, that's not where I wanted you. You are not listening to me. There. Okay, right. So, one done. Happy with that. Bring it down just a wee bit. Luckily I can slide it down at the moment. Right, awesome. That looks good. Right, stop mucking about with it. Right, next one. Okay, not that, because I've got that already. So we've got that brown and brown. Right. Going for the orange today. Right, so orange is the colour of the day. We're putting that one there. We might put that so it sticks out that side. Whoops, and I've just forgotten that I'm gluing it out the side and put glue all over it. There. Yep, glue all over the desk. Right, yep, like that. So now we're going with the orangey. Orange, or maybe we go for like that darker colour. Oh yes, that's looking sexy. So now I just need to untangle some. Okay, not too much. Don't need all of it. Alright, come on, wrap up nice and tidy-ish. Right, so that's there. Now, what are we going to put on top of this one? Have we got another nice bright stamp? Oh, got that one there. That looks good. Yep, right, that was easy solved. That, And we're going to do butterfly again. Hang on. Tickets. Tickets in an orangey colour. Orange or red colour. So I've got heaps of tickets. And these are printables. I'm sorry, I can't tell you who they are. That size there, I think. Although I prefer that colour. Maybe that one. Oh, both. Let's go for that. We've got San Francisco colour. There we go. Do it that way. And focal image. What have we got? What have we got? Anything in here? No, but I did see a coffee ring stain, but I don't know that that'll show because it's a vellum one. No. Okay, so nothing in there. Oh, I quite like that though. Oh, mushroom. Maybe that will do. But, again, it's on vellum. But, I only want like a little one. But nothing's stopping me putting that on white cardstock and then fussy cutting around it. Just trying to look through flowers. I know I'm going to run out of time, obviously. No, that's way too big. But I'm liking where we are at so far. No, flowers. I might stick that on white cardstock, fussy cut it and see what it looks like. But I can always say no. So we're going to put these on. Now I think we want these underneath. So if we go like that and then that. I want that there. Or do I want that or not? Because I like... oops. See, I should have stuck you down. There. I like that on top of there. So maybe I just leave it like that. Okay, alright, so put that around there. I really need to put something on there to hold that down. So now hopefully this is going to be enough. So extra glue. Dismiss. Right, so that's my 30 minutes up. And I've now just got 2 finished. Whoops, stick down there. So I'm probably going to have to put something on there to hold that on. At least for a couple of minutes. So that one can come out. That one can go under there. Alright, so let's have a look at our state of play so far. So after 30 minutes we have 2 that are made. 1, 2. 2 that are made. Now, I really like them. I'm surprised at the like orange kind of theme that's going on. I do like this one. and I like it better once that stamp stays down. So we've got that, and we've then got 5 bases. I think that's awesome. And I mean, that's one way of, you know, one way of creating like this is like pull everything out that you've got or that you want to use and say, right, I'm giving myself a time limit, whether it be 10 minutes, 30 minutes, even an hour, and say, right, how I'm going to create and see however many I can create in that time. Now, I would be happy to just say, right, these bases are going to go into my stash like that, and I've completed 2 clusters and with 5 extra bases ready to go. I'd be really happy with that. So I'm not going to say, no, I didn't achieve what I set out to do. I wanted to at least get a couple of clusters, but, you know, clusters done and made from scratch. But now I've also got these awesome bases ready and started. So I'm probably going to give myself another 30 minutes and see what I come up with. So I will show those to you, you know, at the end if I've created anything more. And, you know, we'll see how we go. But I hope you're going to give this a go. Whether it is the mass making of clusters, whether it is, okay, let's just make some cluster bases and get that far, or make a whole lot of completed clusters, so these are now ready to grab and put in your journals as needed, or whether you even just say, right, I'm giving myself a time limit and say 30 minutes, let's see how much I can create in that time. Because sometimes I think we give ourselves too many things and too much time, and we end up dithering about and not creating anything. Or you're lucky if you only create one completed thing because you're thinking about it too much. And I know that is, you know, for me personally, that is my biggest problem. I overthink. I think about what I'm doing for too much and too long, and so I end up getting nothing done. So let me know which is, you know, what you're going to try, if you're going to try anything. And, you know, we might try this again. So I will see you back in the studio for the next prompt. Bye for now.